Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. This weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Baltimore. LeJohntay Wester to return it. He stopped on the run back to the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. Carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's most tooled-up quarterbacks, Brock. He's trying to reach a new ceiling here in year 3. Anthony Richardson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
He's going to get caught by Tyler Warren. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he dodged the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's hanging on to this one on the 2nd down option. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, it's 6 big points on the board.
That one splits the uprights, and the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Taylor again. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Downfield to Warren. He's got it. At the 20. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Schrader on to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
It's Henry on the counter. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Pistol snap to Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Colts in the nickel set on third. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about it. Good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Dive play straight ahead. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Got his man. Hopkins has it. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's Henry on the option. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote it. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
One drawn up here for Lamar. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
It'll be 3rd down and 8 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On 4th down, on comes Tyler Loop, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's a 36-yard look for him. Loop knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits and a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
42-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds him on the crossing route. Oh, he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
10 of the 12-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Richardson on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. So they can try for some points going into the break. The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back, and our blankets of rain have not let up. We've got a drenched field out there. It's going to be an interesting second half here. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Escapes a defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. From the gun to start. First and 10. To throw, Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work. Help reset those chains.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. Crashes through a tackle. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. He's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Defense showing blitz. Richardson. Sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. He's going for it himself. Still going inside the 35. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the gun, Taylor. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
A gain of 22 more yards.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now a toss play. Taylor. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now Richardson to throw. Going with a screen to Taylor. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They're going Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Schrader now to add the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Colts make it 17 all. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings it in at the 13. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motioning one of the tight ends. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They send a tight end in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Motion the slot man right. Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After after 3 quarters. We're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a tie ball game through 3. We're going to see which side separates in the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. A designed run. Jackson keeping it. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. From the gun, a run for Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side is caught by Hawkins. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Looking to throw. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The toss now to Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens going for the win here. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. He'll throw it. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have taken the lead late. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Colts, 17.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Doolin. He stopped on the back of the 27. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. Finds the in route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Taylor from the pistol. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Back to throw. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He's making a bid for it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And forced a 4th down.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Just one left for Lamar. We know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.